The father of a 2-week-old boy, Daniel Gunter, the Somerset Child Killer, who died from catastrophic injuries, has been found guilty of his murder. Daniel Gunter, 27, of no fixed abode, has been unanimously convicted by a jury at Bristol Crown Court today, Thursday the 24th of July, for the murder of his son, Brendon Staddon, at Yeovil District Hospital in the early hours of the 5th of March of the previous year. Sophie Staddon, 21 years old, was exonerated of the charges related to Brendon Staddon's death. The murder accusations against Sophie Staddon and the charges of causing or permitting Brendon Staddon's death against Daniel Gunter were dismissed. Baby Brendon, born prematurely at 33 weeks on the 20th of February, 2024, was characterised by Prosecutor Charles Row KC as weighing less than a couple of sacks of sugar. Daniel Gunter fatally assaulted his baby, resulting in Brendon Staddon sustaining terrible injuries. Mr. Rowe informed the court that Brendon Staddon incurred injuries from head to toe, encompassing a fractured skull and other broken bones. The prosecutor then told the court how nurses and doctors fought to save Brendon Staddon's life after his mother, Ms. Sophie Staddon, asked for their help, describing Brendon as feeling cold. Daniel Gunter was arrested by police outside the hospital at 4:51 a.m., and baby Brendon Staddon died 8 minutes later. The jury was told how, over several days, Daniel Gunter was told to stop handling, overstimulating and fussing baby Brendon Staddon by tickling him, poking him and not allowing him to rest. One of the nurses who provided words of advice to Gunter was left with the impression that he did not take criticism well. Mr. Rowe explained to the jury, "This sort of overstimulation is something which is not advised and can have the consequence of distressing the child, causing crying and for oxygen levels to drop." They were also told how Daniel Gunter was witnessed by visiting family being rough in handling Brendon Staddon and became angry when Brendon urinated on him during a nappy change but did nothing about it. In the hours before Brendon Staddon's death, the nurses on duty noticed Daniel Gunter's demeanor changing. The court was told, by 3:30 to 3:40 a.m., the nurse said Brendon was with Mr. Daniel Gunter. She looked in and asked, "Is he all right?" To which Gunter replied, "Yes, he's all right," but in a way that the nurse considered odd. His reply did not seem natural to her. He seemed excited, his response was unusually animated, and he was nodding exaggeratedly. The nurse thought it was as if he didn't want her to go over to him. Ms. Sophie Staddon entered the nurse's station just after 4 a.m. to express worries over her baby. The jury was informed about Daniel Gunter's emotionally abusive and domineering conduct towards his intermittent ex-partner, Ms. Staddon. The jury was informed about Daniel Gunter's control over Ms. Sophie Staddon's funds, controlling her social interactions, dietary choices, and smoking habits. Sophie Staddon and Daniel Gunter shared a mobile phone, a laptop, and an email address, and Gunter occasionally sent messages impersonating Staddon. A childhood acquaintance characterised Daniel Gunter as fast to anger, having observed their interaction firsthand while they were in shared temporary quarters. Mr. Rowe informed the court about the involvement of social services during Ms. Sophie Staddon's pregnancy and the various issues that arose. He said, "The authorities were concerned about many things, including their precarious housing situation, the way Daniel Gunter appeared to control Staddon and her finances, her physical and mental health and their lack of engagement." The court heard how, when the social worker visited the couple in hospital following Brendon Staddon's birth, he was struck by the lack of emotional warmth shown by Gunter but did fuck all about it. Daniel Gunter will be sentenced at Bristol Crown Court on the 3rd of October.